gotta be an idiot to bet on that parlay.
It's DTF or bust.
Put it on my mama's porch tomorrow.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, it's the lad here. We're firing this thing in there right now, boys. This is Hold My Bev Pod. We got the two co-hosts, DTF and Brandon Park. And we got Corey. Let's send it around the room here. I'll kick it off, boys. We bet 15 bets this weekend, 8 and 7, a perfect 500. Couldn't get to the 80% mark to give out the cards, but it's no big deal. Now let's fire it over to Brandon Park, your host.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and start off with some things that happened before we get into week one. Right before week one, we had the Lions extend Jamison Williams. It's a big deal right before his contract ended up. So now they got both him and Amon-Ra St. Brown locked up. After week one, we had the Jaguars trade running back Tank Bigsby to the Eagles after he only got 5 carries in week one. He'll be a big addition to the Eagles coming up soon. Steelers this morning signed Jabril Peppers, former Browns player, former Browns first round pick, I should say, even. Browns finally got the Quinshon Judkins deal done right before their game against the Bengals. And Amari Cooper decided the Raiders weren't for him, so he decided to just retire. Just a little rapid fire news to start off the episode. But anything we want to talk about regarding those things?
Jose Ramirez just hit a home run. I bet on him to hit a home run. So we're on a heater here, boys.
There we go. There we go.
We just jumped the Royals last night, so
Yep. Lava stick. They're pulling us back in, boys. The push to October to remember.
As I'd like to say, we're hovering right above 500.
Yeah, we're right in this thing, man.
Like our bets, baby.
a lot of people are saying we're a 500 ball club
Yeah.
playoff or playing game.
A lot of people say all it takes is 500 to get in the thing, and then you got a real good shot at it.
It's true. It's true.
Lad, what's that shirt you're wearing?
Just says loud and proud.
Is that a Perry shirt?
No, this is Browns.
Oh,
I honestly thought it was a Perry shirt as well, too.
Yeah, I thought it was
That it said Perry, but just part of the helmet's missing.
No, I don't know. I don't know where I got this. It just I'm loud and proud, so it kind of fits,
That is true.
what was your mascot?
Pirates.
Pirate.
Oh, it's funny. I just saw something on Instagram yesterday. It was a video of like some new rivalry. Was Kirtland not always your rival?
No, we didn't play
No,
them.
Kirtland. That is true. Whatever the Kirtland rival is, that's been a rivalry for a long time now.
It's there's a video of Kirtland and Perry.
No, it's not, Korg. I went to high school there.
You don't know ball then.
Oh,
Smaller than Perry. Curlin's way smaller than Perry.
yeah, they are. No, they just started playing each other in the regular season for like 2 or 3. This is only the third time they've ever played. We used to scrimmage them, but that don't count.
I was gonna say my school scrimmage, Kirtland. I think we scrimmaged you guys a couple of times.
Jefferson?
Think so. Maybe not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
We
One of
probably
the
played youth football against each other.
Probably.
one of the little pieces of news I wanted to mention about that Tank Bigsby of the Eagles. The Eagles now have an interesting running back room behind Saquon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Bigsby their number 2?
would
Bigsby
you go out and
definitely
get
would
him?
have to be their number 2, I feel like. I mean, unless they're buying big into Will Shipley, which
Shipley I feel like he got some decent amount of carries that game too. Well, no,
Yeah.
he had 3. He had 3 carries. It's still between Barkley, Hurts, but then they pulled an AJ Dillon. So now you have Barkley, Shipley, Dillon, and Bigsby.
Well, supposedly Bigsby, when they called the Jaguars about Bigsby, their intent was for special teams, so kick and punt return.
Mm.
But
Okay.
I guess he's gonna be more or less special teams use, and then just gadget player out there on the field.
Yeah, special situations.
Yeah, at least that's what it sounds like, and that makes perfect sense to me as well.
Makes sense.
They gave up a 5th and 6th round pick for him, and got no picks in return. But I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Bigsby is pretty I don't want to say he's proven himself, but I mean he's proven he's an NFL running back.
Hmm.
So, um, yeah, let's go ahead and get into week one. We'll start off with Thursday Night Football, first game of the season. We had the Super Bowl defending champion Philadelphia Eagles defeating the Dallas Cowboys 24-21. Just want to say it right now, me and the lab are right on the plus 8.5. Y'all thought we were crazy. I knew it was a
Y'all.
possibility.
We should have
AJ
monkey
Brown
pressed
was
that thing.
completely non-existent, so I feel bad for those that bet on AJ Brown, including myself.
Or who have him on his fantasy team. I do not, but I know a lot of people did. And he should be.
Me?
You.
Can I jump in here on that topic?
Of
Yeah.
course.
It's a real tough team to have anyone fantasy wise, or in my situation, I got Jalen Hurts as the MVP. They're just so complete that it's going to be anyone's game to go off. Like
Hmm.
A.J. Brown will probably have like 150 yards next game or
They're
something
gonna
dumb like
spread it
that.
around. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
true.
just win. They're like the Chiefs. They just win ball games, except the Chiefs didn't. But we'll get into that.
Yeah. The Cowboys, however, I mean, honestly, I thought they played tough in this game. I mean, they kept it close with the Eagles, and I mean, the Eagles didn't look necessarily the greatest. I mean, they still look good,
Yeah,
but I mean, the Cowboys played tough. I mean, Javonte Williams was running the ball fairly decent. He had two early touchdowns. Only big thing that really stood out, and I mean, it was the talk of the news for the next couple days, was CeeDee Lamb dropping some pretty big passes or catches. Uh, I know that would have made a huge difference for me in my fantasy league, but um, he dropped what, four balls in a row, something like
I
that.
I don't know
I
if
don't
it
know if
was
they were in a
four.
row, but I know he had four drops.
I just my thing about the whole situation was everybody kept saying he switched places with Quentin Johnson, but CeeDee Lamb still had 6 catches early in the game and had great separation. He got a lot of yards. I mean, he played great all game, but just dropped them when they counted. And
yeah,
that's the toughest part is he dropped the big passes to win the game. But I don't think CeeDee Lamb played bad by any means, but you
No,
got to catch those when they hit your hands.
what
right,
were you saying
100%,
about a
100%,
certain Browns kicker later on in the pod?
and that's why it's hard to really throw him in that top three category of wide receivers
Hmm.
because I think he's right up there, and I think he's talented enough, but just oftentimes when he's needed the most, he's not there. Fourth quarter, he gets butter hands. And I mean, I have him on fantasy in my one league, so I'm really banking on him figuring that out and really need him to pull through for me this season. Um, was there anything else we wanted to talk about on Thursday Night Football other than that horrible
Rain
storm
delay.
delay?
Lightning
Where pretty
delay.
much if you fell asleep when the storm delay happened, you didn't miss
You didn't
much.
miss anything because it didn't score another point. I was gonna say it was a great way to kick off NFL Week One. It was close, competitive, underdog. Gave it a run for their money. They covered. Great job, lad. But it was good to see the boys put on the pads and have some fun. So,
Whenever you get a big trade like that, something significant like
yep.
Micah Parsons getting traded, the lines are gonna get moved like crazy because people are gonna be like, "Oh, they're gonna suck." It's one player you got to play with 11 people, regardless whether Micah Parsons is out there or not. So I really didn't think this score was going to change a whole lot. I just knew that the public was going to be more apt to take the minus 8.5 than the plus 8.5. And in football, that just never works out that way, personally.
What'd you think about the spit? Heard around the world.
I thought it was really dumb. I mean, granted, he got baited into doing it,
He did because Dak spit first and
and
missed.
the punishment they came up with for it, I think.
Didn't fit the crime.
No, I thought it was fine. I
Okay,
mean,
that's
they
fair.
took his game check,
That's
um,
good. Yeah.
and they counted that ejection since it happened so early in the game. He didn't really play a snap.
Yeah,
They counted that as his one game suspension, which I think's perfectly fair.
that's
I don't
fair.
think
Yeah.
he really did anything. It's not like he spit in his face or anything. I mean, he spit on his chest, but like
Yeah.
What would have been
I didn't think it
funnier?
was anything that crazy, and I don't think I mean, stuff like that probably happens on the
Oh, it
offensive
happens all the
defensive
time.
line all the time. Uh, So, I
If
mean,
you were to slow down every offensive line, defensive line, scuttlebutt, the kicking, the punching on the ground when a running back's on the ground, that shit happens all the time. You just don't hear it, you don't see it because it's so fast paced.
right. And I mean, that happened right in front of the ref, too. I mean,
Exactly.
there's only so much you can do. I did think it was a little crazy that the Eagles decided to take away his guarantees in his contract after this, because that was something that was discussed between the team and his agent. So for this year, he has technically no guarantees in his contract. So he can still get his bonuses, just
His
he doesn't
bonuses,
have
yeah.
those uh, guarantees, which isn't like a significant amount of his contract, but I mean, it's still a pretty big dollar. I'd have to get the exact dollar amount again in front of me. I didn't have it written down, but um, that's the only part that I thought was a little harsh. But I mean, I guess that's another way of punishing him if he's not technically getting suspended for another game. Um, and I mean, he agreed to it too, and he's not going to fight the penalty. Which I mean, at that point, if you're going to be able to play next week, what's that point in fighting the penalty? You're making
Hmm.
millions of dollars, 57 million, or not 57 million, 57,000. I mean, man, it's more than I could imagine having to cough up over spitting on someone. But
Yeah.
I mean, you got millions of dollars. You're gonna get paid even more millions when your contract's up. He's fine.
It's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, he'll be ready for the Chiefs this week in week 2.
Hmm.
But speaking of the Chiefs, that leads us into our Friday night game where we had the Chargers defeating the Kansas City Chiefs 27-21. Uh, did you guys get to watch this entire game?
I went to go turn it on, and then I saw they were already losing, so I just continued to do what I was doing, and I didn't watch the game.
There was no energy. The broadcast itself felt kind of weird. I felt like both teams were very flat. And yeah, I had the Chargers, so I mean, it was a good Friday night.
Yeah. Back to back underdog, baby.
Yeah, dogs were eating.
Dogs were eating. The texts were flying back and forth. The dogs were eating. I didn't watch a lick. I maybe watched maybe a minute or two, but I did see they were down, and I had Mahomes on as my starter, so I was like, oh, he'll figure it out. Go to bed a happy man. And then I will say it was from what I listened to in the minute or two, it was pretty flat. It's a weird place to play football. I saw the highlights. Dylan's boy doing one of these, and it's totally wrong country. Thought he
Yeah.
was in Spain. Doing the horns for the Bulls. I was like, yeah, that's not where you're at, buddy. I thought that was pretty good. I don't think they'll play there ever again. I don't think they should.
No, I was surprised they played there again after last year.
That's what I thought.
Um,
I go,
Philly and Green Bay.
yeah, I know it's a converted soccer stadium, but it's like, you still don't get anybody. It's so empty.
Yeah. I thought the Chargers in this game, I watched, I would say, majority of the game.
Okay,
There was probably a little bit towards the end that I tuned it off because I just,
didn't
granted,
care.
the Chiefs came back, but
Yeah,
not really. Um, Chargers looked awesome in this game. It was awesome seeing them be aggressive early on, throwing the ball after being notoriously known for, being a heavy run offense with Jim Harbaugh. I thought Murray and Hampton looked good. Quentin Johnston found his hands. Even Keenan Allen resurged a little bit, partnering back up with Justin Herbert. Uh, Herbert overall looked really good. Chargers as a team, I think they're going to be tough, and I'm not sure if any of us took the Chargers to win the division. I don't think any of us did. Uh,
excuse me.
You guys were
Oh,
all high
Jesus.
on the Broncos.
yeah,
I think the
I
Chiefs will
said
be
the
out of it.
Chiefs, but I don't think the Chiefs are going
Yeah.
to win the division, and I
Mhm.
think as of right now, the Chargers are going to win this
Can
100%.
they get? Can they go out and get Tyreek?
I
What would
don't
they
see why
give
they
up for that
couldn't.
guy? Yeah.
The
You can get
rumors I'm hearing is it's Chiefs or Steelers.
If it's the Steelers, it's going to be nuts because Jalen Ramsey, him again.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard, but there's like 5 cases of domestic violence
Eight.
against like his ex. Eight.
8.
Yeah. So he was dealing with that. He might just get suspended for the rest of the year or something
I
like
was
that.
gonna say he might be on an 8-game suspension, or like you said, rest of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, my guess is, this is all coming out, and I think the Dolphins are letting all this news come out. And this is a
Oh yeah,
wild
because it's
take.
not their problem
Wild take.
anymore.
They saw what happened week one. They're like, okay, this year is already done. Tua sucks.
Yep.
He doesn't have it anymore. He got a beer belly and he can't do it.
Yeah.
You
Why
know,
not let Quinn Ewers play?
Yeah.
Or, or don't they have Zach Wilson?
they let him play all right. But yeah,
Playing
Dolphins,
out with his friends' moms.
they're
That's who
done
he's playing
for.
with.
But we'll get into that game more here in a moment. Um, but back to what Jason was saying before, or I think Dunn, I forget who mentioned it. They're gonna need some receiver help though in Kansas
Yeah.
City. Xavier Worthy, I mean Travis Kelsey hurt Xavier Worthy,
Why not
and
call the slant god?
yeah,
Still a free agent.
yeah, they've been a free agent for 2 years.
Yeah.
Who's
How
the
much
slant
cobwebs
god?
are on those hamstrings?
Michael Thomas.
Uh,
Jesus.
they're
But
gonna pick
yeah,
up like
he's listed as day to day, but I don't know how much I believe
Yeah,
that.
what's he doing these days? A door-to-door Bible salesman? Like, no one knows what the hell he's up to. Like, is he just in the team, like the team building, just working out, just jacuzzi in it, eating meals? What? Like, no one knows.
He's Alvin Kamara's personal trainer.
Oh God.
I got a good one that I could actually see happening. Just like last year, they pick up, some flashy wide receiver that does absolutely nothing for him. Odell.
Oh,
He
Mr.
retired.
Dance.
I don't put it out of the realm.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he
mean,
he
he
was at this
retired.
game.
He's a mercenary. Yeah, you're right, lad. He could bounce wherever he wants.
Yeah, and he
He's a
probably will
bum.
play about 3 snaps.
He's a bum.
He's a
Yeah, he
true.
won't do nothing, but they'll go out and get a big name just like Hopkins and did nothing for him. But
Hey, D Hop had a nice play in Sunday Night Football.
he
Oh,
did.
nice play.
He
Oh,
did.
nice play.
He was projected like 1 or 2 points on fantasy. I got him on my dynasty league, and I'm like, yeah, no chance he's getting the
No
ball.
chance.
And then
Analytics. It was a good catch though. But yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and move into the Sunday slate. We'll start off with Sunday morning. Let's go ahead and get our Cleveland Browns out of the way. We were
Ugh.
defeated by the Cincinnati Bengals 17-16. Um, I'm gonna let you guys start off with this one. Uh,
well,
a
I
lot
was
to
on the
take.
scene. I was on the scene at the game. Browns fans' vibes were very high most of the game. Joe Flacco looked pretty decent. 2 interceptions were not his fault.
Yeah.
Sampson looks great. Harold Fanning got the ball a ton. A lot of potential with our rookies on offense and defense between Carson and the man from the team up north, Mason Graham. A lot of promise. Miles Garrett's a stud. He is Joe Burrow's daddy. Did you guys see him fly towards Joe Burrow on that pass
Second
Like when he
half.
killed him.
where he killed him? Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
that
Holy
was
shit.
beautiful.
I like it, but it was late. Why wasn't that the tone the first and second quarter? He wait.
Yeah, all game I was waiting for that first sack because we had
That,
talked about how it should be an easy 3 sacks for Miles
yeah.
Garrett. He gets two, but not till like the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter when it was like shit. Like,
Yeah,
and him getting those was pivotal, but we'll get to that later. But him setting the tone, early and often, that he kind of still was hot dogging it out. He got his paycheck and he was kind of just doing the patty cake. And then, a halftime happened, switch flipped, and he went in overdrive. The kid from Michigan, not impressed. I think he's got a lot of work to do. The guy from UCLA, I think he's the real deal. That was good. Schlesinger is a great pickup. Samson, like you were saying, D-man, great, right, running through the tackles. BG, Mr. Fanning was awesome. It was good to see a action guy get out there on Sunday and do some work. And then want to get to the kickers.
I just, I hold my breath every time I see one of us or
You
one of
hold
our
your
kickers
breath or
kick.
hold your breath?
No, I hold my breath because
Holds the
I get
bet.
so nervous. I can't even hold my breath because
You know what's going to happen. We
it sucks. Every freaking year that we've not had Phil Dawson, it is just you
it's
close
gotten
your eyes,
progressively worse.
you close
Yes.
your eyes and just hope for the best.
It's not an automatic. Da, 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 da. What was it, 3 or 4 years ago when we were facing the Vikings with Baker on the team? It was a walk-off game winner. Then it's like it's that first week jitters, you're on top, you're on top. You had all the momentum. And then as a Browns fan, what do you think? What's going to go wrong? Is Joe going to throw a pick? I already knew that after the kick went wide right. I go, he's going to throw a freaking interception on this. They're not going to come anywhere close. And boom, 2 plays later, he throws the pick, game over. But it's like the
Yep.
clock management down to everything, the kick. Like, I listened to Stefanski. He's going to ride with this kid again this week. You know, I think they should be bringing in a veteran kicker, kind of like Buffalo did. And it won them the game. And it's like, why can't we do that? We rely on these no-name talents because they're cheap. No one knows about them, but they don't produce and they lose us games.
Yeah, I'm over it. I just wish we had
Yeah.
some talent like Chris Boswell.
Yeah, but that was an easy win for the Browns. They had that game up until what 2.5 minutes left, and they
For
had the
Joe
timeouts too.
for Joe Burrow to not throw more than just about 100
7 yards.
yards and for Jamar Chase to be held under 100 yards, under 75 yards,
Yeah.
was it under 50 yards?
I think he was
The
under
second
50.
half, they only had 7 yards.
Yeah, that was disgusting. Um, it's sad. They should have won, but Browns be the Browns.
Yeah. Overall, I know we touched on it a little bit already. I was really impressed with both Dylan Sampson and Harold Fannin on offense. Uh, I think Dylan Sampson is going to play a huge factor in our offense moving forward. Uh, whether Judkins, when we get him up to speed and get him running, I'm hoping that Judkins is going to be taking Drum Ford's carries and we get Drum Ford the hell out of there.
I'd like to see
And
him
then
catch the ball
Sampson,
out
I
of the
mean, Sampson
backfield.
was great. It when it came to receiving, he had what,
Yeah,
8 catches, I believe.
he's like the new Kareem Hunt, but skinnier and smaller.
Well,
He's
he
so
just fits right.
right in
He's in
there.
the perfect spot. He always finds the opening. There was one play in particular that I thought it was funny, but I mean it was perfect. He slipped right underneath. I believe it was either Wyatt Teller or Joel Bitonio. He
The
slipped
tackle,
right
yeah.
underneath him and just ran like a little out. But I mean, he's hidden. He's so tiny you can't find him out there, and Joe just dumps it off to him. He gets a big gain. I mean,
Same thing in between
I
the tackles. He slides right off the guy's hip and he kind of gets lost in the minutia and the clanking of the pads and it's like, oh, he just spurted out for another 6 yards. It's like, hey, that's that's north and south ball. That's good shit. That's not east and west. Like, oh, I'm gonna juke this guy out or spin move. I'm going right down the throat of the defense. I like that.
right, yeah, I love the vision that he has. I think that he's a baller, and he's going to be very good for our offense this season
Great
and moving
pick.
forward.
Great pick by the Browns. Andrew Berry, you did a good job there, kid.
Lad, what do
Yeah,
you got?
I watched Red Zone the entire 1 o'clock slate. I mean, I had a side on every single game except for the Browns and the Cardinals Saints game. So I sat down at noon. I said don't even know what to, or not noon, 1 o'clock. I said I don't even know what to pay attention to here. I got every single game. So I just watched Red Zone, but I did go back and rewatch the game on NFL Plus. They got a nice little condensed version. You can watch it in like 30 minutes. That was pretty dope. So I rewatched that. And am I crazy to think like if this wasn't the Browns, this roster would actually be pretty damn solid? Like I would say minus like the receiving core and like there's no depth at receiver, but like other than that, defense nasty as always. It's like if it wasn't the Browns, any other team would just lean on that defense and figure it out and win games like this. But it's the Browns.
Yeah,
Maybe the Browns.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned the receiving core because that led me into my last point. That was going to lead me into my last point. Both interceptions by Joe Flacco, 100% not his fault.
Were those
Not,
both to
what
Tillman,
are the
by
what
the
are the
way?
odds that a receiver both times bops the ball up in the air when he doesn't catches it and they make a diving catch for an interception?
Was one to Tillman and one to Judy, or were they both Tillman?
One to Judy, yeah, one to Judy. The
Yeah,
last one was Tillman.
they both had some bad drops too. It wasn't
Yeah.
just a pop ball up. They were just like
Yeah, and
this.
granted, Joe was throwing it pretty low the entire day.
Yeah, they had to
Throwing it
come
pretty
and get it.
low. Um, I think a lot of that's gonna get patented out um here soon. But you can't afford drops like that. That and you if you're not gonna catch the ball, why don't you don't bop it up in the air? I feel like you're taught that at a pretty young and
Yeah,
low level of football. If you're going up with someone you don't think you're gonna catch it, you swat it down.
yeah, you bat it down.
Yeah. But I mean, those turnovers were costly. I mean, those were
Yeah,
both drives that, we could have scored and kind of needed to score. So, I mean, those played a big factor, and I feel like not enough people are talking about that as well. Because I
and
mean,
if
obviously
and if
the elephant in the room is the kicker.
the kicker,
Granted,
yeah.
kicker makes even one extra point. That ball game's completely different. It's tied
Oh, totally.
17-17, and granted, the Bengals aren't going to be able to run the clock out like they were, run it down and waste all their timeouts. They're going to be trying to score and move the ball down the field. But
Well, it's a whole big momentum shift if those two turnovers, if even one of them they scored on. That's the game right there. If the defense holds them on both, then it's a wash. But if they scored on one of the two of them or both, that's the game right there.
yeah, I mean, overall though, I I didn't hate the game. I mean, even with the
Oh,
kicks, I mean that minus the kicks, I thought we played pretty good. I was
yeah,
fairly
their
happy
clock
with it.
management was great.
Yeah,
They were killing the clock when they needed to. That it went from mid like 5 minutes into the first quarter into like 13 or 14. They took like 15 plays, almost 9 minutes off the clock.
yeah,
That's great. You know, doesn't
yeah,
get Burrow to warm up. I think him and his timing off with Chase was totally off. The running back was the only guy that could get anything going. You know, they had a couple of T. Higgins passes, but nothing to kill us.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. But other than that, let's go ahead and move into the next game. Not too much to talk about here. We had the Cardinals defeating the Saints 20-13. Marvin Harrison Jr. looked really good in this game, finally. Granted, it was against the Saints, but overall, I didn't think the Saints played that bad, honestly. They didn't look horrible compared to some of these other teams that we saw this week.
No, they still move the ball, but they're still trying to kill Chris Olave.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Will Johnson laid the boom on Chris Olave. I think it was Chris Olave.
Yeah.
Laid the absolute hit stick on him. Um, I
Uh,
didn't see anything super crazy about the Cardinals this game other than Marvin Harrison Jr. getting involved. Him and Kyler seem like they have a lot better connection now, in chemistry.
Just that my team got their first win in the NFC West, and my Survivor League team won.
Do you think that's because they were playing more Warzone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they might have switched Kyler on to Fortnite, so
Well,
yeah,
Fortnite action,
yeah, they
he's gonna
might
be
have
on the
switched him to
battlefield
Fortnite or
with them.
PUBG.
little chug jug action.
Come next month, he's gonna be ripping the new Battlefield
Oh
game.
yeah,
Whew, they're gonna get shut out like 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
his thumbs are gonna be sore.
The Rams are gonna probably cover by 38 points.
Does anybody want to talk about Spencer Rattler throwing 46 passes, though? That's a fuck ton of passes. I know Joe Flacco throws a lot of passes, but 46 passes? That's a shit ton.
hey man, they're giving him the reps. They're
I
giving him
know.
the
They were
reps.
down. They were down like 20-3. I think it might have been. It was multiple scores for a while. That score 20-13 doesn't justify the
Yeah.
actual gap in this game. So I think they were just getting back, trying to get back in the game.
Yeah, All right. Speaking of blowouts, though, let's go ahead and move into the Colts beating the Dolphins 33-8. Daniel Jones looks damn near perfect.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones. Uh,
New,
Tyler
new
Warren looked
team, new
like Brock
dis.
Bowers 2.0 in this game. Uh, Dolphins just overall looked horrible. Like I said, Tua got the beer belly. He got the CTE. He's done for. How long until you think, or we think that Mike McDaniel is going to be fired? How many
Very.
weeks do you think he has?
It's got to be like a couple more weeks.
I'm looking at their schedule right now. Let's see
I
here.
I watch a show and one of the guys is a big Dolphins fan, and he does not think that they're going to fire him because that's not what the ownership does there. I guess he was saying the general manager's been there for 10 years and they haven't won a playoff game since like 2005 or something crazy like that. And that it's hammered on. It's Pat McAfee, like their gambling show.
Yeah,
And yeah, he doesn't think he's gonna fire him. So if that's the case, man, guess we'll be seeing a new quarterback down there.
But I'm looking at their schedule, lad. They got Patriots at Bills versus the Jets, at Panthers versus Chargers, and then at the Browns. It's like you're gonna lose. You're gonna be a 0-3 going into the Jets.
I think if they get blown out like they did today, the next two games, I think no doubt that he gets fired.
Before,
Otherwise, I lean with the lad, and I think he at least makes it through the season, and then maybe they have a discussion.
yeah,
Uh,
I see
I
one,
ultimately
two.
think a lot of it's going to have to do with, uh, what ultimately happens with them in the offseason. Are they going to be moved off of Tyreek Hill yet? What's Tua gonna be doing? Because I mean, he did not look great whatsoever in this game. Um, or prepared really to play. And Jalen Waddle, I mean. I think that if you finish bad this year, I mean, you trade Jalen Waddle, I feel like, and you get some
Hmm.
value out of him, and because some team will take him.
Yeah, just going
You
back to
know,
the slate, they're playing some juggernauts after us versus the Ravens, Bills, Commanders, back to back to back. That's all before Christmas. Like they're gonna be 2-7, well, like 8 before Christmas. Like you got to pull the plug, and then they finish out the season with at Steelers versus Bengals, and then Baker Mayfield. Like there's another 2 losses, so you're looking at 10 losses. It's
I'm
Granted,
really I was really kicking myself over this one. I had the Dolphins bet on the Dolphins, and that it was over from the start.
so
Just
did
being
somebody
a
else in the
Vikings fan.
Survivor League, but
The Jim Irsay game with the roof open. I mean, I'm really kicking myself over that one. I should have just blindly took it,
we
not
had to
even.
go with Ursay, man.
But
The stars were
but
aligned.
despite the Ursay game, the Colts have lost like seven straight home openers. So a
Because
lot of
Jim
people,
Irsay, their owner, just died.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
once they unveiled that name, you knew it was over.
Yep, I kicking myself over that one. Didn't even think about it. You gotta be on top of your shit. I'm not in mid-season form yet. You gotta have those little edges.
And a guy like Ursay, he led the proclivities that he has. He's a gambler. He's a drinker. You know,
Yeah,
gambler.
that one hurts.
Colts
Yeah,
team of destiny, just like the Pacers.
yeah.
yeah.
Pacers.
But yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I didn't think the Colts looked all that great. I mean, Daniel Jones
No,
looked
they
like
were
a
just
completely
paying a
different
terrible
quarterback,
team.
and Tyler Warren looked good. I want to see a couple more weeks of this before I get too
Buy
crazy.
in.
I know I threw a text in the group chat about Daniel Jones front runner for MVP right now, but we got some other games for that.
There was a lot better quarterback play this week one. He was up there. He's in the top third, but they were paying the Finns.
Right,
He was playing chubby Tua.
right. I want to see him play this Broncos defense this week,
Yep.
and then we'll see if Indiana Jones is going to be the move or not. Uh, But that had to have been an exciting game if you were a Colts fan. So props to you, Dolphins fans. Get ready for misery.
Dylan, did you see that they had a live performance? This is our Colts.
Yeah. He did that during the preseason, but then he was the halftime show this week.
Oh,
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
it was over with from the start, just on everything they had lined up for the
all the
Illinois
stars were
game.
aligned.
It was all aura.
Or
That hurts. Should have saw that one coming.
Hey, who's fan of the year?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go moving to the next game. We had the Las Vegas Raiders defeating the New England Patriots 20 to 13. Uh, boys, this game was pretty ugly to have on my Sunday ticket. Um, I had the Raiders winning this game,
hmm
but man, this one was not entertaining to watch whatsoever. I mean, it took the Patriots forever to get Diggs going in this game. He honestly looked kind of tiny compared to what you're normally used to seeing him. I don't know, something about him looked just smaller. He didn't look right.
He was on that boat with that bag of narcotics.
Yeah,
narcotics,
that's true. That's true.
ice, DEA.
Travion Henderson, I mean, every rep that he got in this game, I thought it was pretty night and day difference. That he needs to be getting more of the workload over Stevenson. Stevenson looked a little rusty, but I also think he has some stuff going on, whether it's
hmm
injury or off the field stuff. Um, just something didn't look right about him.
Genty, 19 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. Great that he got
Yeah,
it, but that's a lot of workload for a lot of low yardage, you know.
yeah. I was thankful he got a touchdown because
I did
also
too.
had
Yeah.
my fantasy team.
I'm not sold on him yet. I still
I know.
don't think he's it.
Yeah, I mean the Patriots defense is, I mean, pretty solid. They got a great D line there.
You gotta
Um,
you gotta think of the about who's coaching that team. They're gonna stop the run. That's what they're gonna be. They're gonna
yeah,
have an identity. They're gonna be able to run the ball and stop the run. And although they weren't able to run the ball clearly because Genty led the game in rushing with 38 yards, but you got to give this kid a break. He's gonna be
Led the
good.
game with 38 yards. That's
Yeah,
crazy to say.
I think Geno Smith is a very capable quarterback. I think these Vegas Raiders are gonna be Vegasing it up. You know what I mean?
They got a tough game this week with the Chargers coming up, though.
that is true. And fun fact, Corgy was the only one that took the Raiders to make the playoffs.
Oh, I thought you meant bet on him. I said I got it on my ticket here. You want to see it?
My 8-7, motherfucker.
Yeah, Corg has them in the wild card.
I did have them in the wild card. Yeah,
I think we all had the Patriots, right?
I think Patriots.
All of
Yeah.
us other than the lad. Lad had Bengals, Titans, and Steelers.
The Titans are gonna be good, man. Cam Ward, he's the real deal.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Maybe next year.
I can't believe this next game though. We all are dogging this game. It was gonna be the tie of the week.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
close to
Steelers
a tie.
Steelers beat Jets
this one was close to a tie.
Ayahuasca Aaron, four
34
tutties.
32. Aaron Rodgers looks like a whole new quarterback. This is definitely the best quarterback play since Ben Roethlisberger in his prime in the Pittsburgh quarterback room. Uh,
Pittsburgh's undeserving of it. They didn't even know what. Yeah,
I mean, it was just such a different
night and
game.
day, night and
Yep.
day.
Jets look even good. I mean, Justin Fields, they didn't have a single punt in the first half. That's a nuisance, or that's new since what, 1991, that they've not had to punt in the first half in a game, which I thought was crazy.
Which is disgusting to think about. Like,
It's over 34 years of
no
punting,
punts.
punts. But Justin Fields looks good, and he's got the chemistry of Garrett Wilson already from Ohio State. So, you look to see that grow. Definitely could have pulled it off at the end, but ultimately Steelers are dangerous. I think they're going to give the AFC North a run for their money when it comes down to them and the Ravens this year.
You know,
Can I
I,
jump
I
in here
think
real
I think
quick?
the Steelers looked good. I with them being the AFC North, I'm thinking close to 500 ball club here. You know, right where the lad wants them.
I'll say this. I think I'll counter that portion about Justin Fields looking good. He looked good because that defense is nowhere to be found right now. And I will say this: if the Pittsburgh Steelers can find a defense, they will be very dangerous, and it's not going to be good for the rest of the league. But they got older on offense, and it didn't really show. But man, on defense, they looked like dog shit.
Yeah.
This is a complete 180 Mike Tomlin team where normally it's a defense is going to win the game and the offense ain't going to do shit. That completely flipped on its head. They got an easy turnover at the end. I'm just putting it out there. Jets are going to be dog shit, and Steelers need to find a defense or, yeah, 500 ball club, lose first round of the playoffs.
I think the Jets are very similar to the Browns to an extent. I think they're going to be, not a great team, but they're going to stay in ball games and they're going to, you're going to keep them on the TV.
Hmm.
You're going to be able to watch their games. Um, Steelers, though, I I could not believe their defense was that bad. And not even just the defense. Arthur Smith in the running back room makes zero sense to me at all,
Yeah.
other than just I don't know if he loves being unpredictable or what, but I did not have Kenneth Gainwell getting so many carries over Jalen Warren and Caleb Johnson
Johnson,
on
yeah.
my bingo
It's like
card this week.
Caleb had one attempt. He got minus yards, and it's like they didn't go back to him the whole rest of the game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say if you got Caleb Johnson on fantasy, go ahead and drop him.
Drop him. They're not going to use him. Yep.
Because he's not gonna hardly get used at all, and he's gonna be one of those waiver wire pickups. Oh shit, I got someone that got hurt. Shit, man, let me go ahead and pick him up.
And then he's going to be
He's
a
no
rock star in somebody else's
Bill,
team.
no Bill Croskey.
Yeah, you got to go, Bill Croskey. I have him on all three of my fantasy teams. Told you guys about Bill.
I
Scat?
am Bill.
Speaking of Bill, let's go ahead and about his game. We had the Commanders defeating the New York Giants 21-6. Uh, Bills right now, I believe, fifth or fourth in rushing for the NFL after week one. Um, Looked like an absolute dog once they finally got him rolling. It took him a minute to put him in the game and get him some carries, but once he started getting some carries, he stayed in the rest of that game.
He's
Hmm.
third, I think.
Yeah, he was third string. I think he's gonna get a lot more carries moving
He's
forward.
definitely in the 1 to 2 range for sure.
Yeah, I think he proved himself a little bit more than Eckler and I forget who else they had running out there with them. Eckler and trying to remember. It's not Robinson anymore.
Well, the quarterback play, in New York doesn't seem to be too strong. I was reading that Dable hasn't committed to next week's quarterback. It sounds like Dart might get the call. Um,
He did announce that Russ is starting next week.
he
Is
did.
it?
He did announce it.
Jerry McNichol was the other running back for the
Yeah,
Commanders.
thank you, Corey.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't just let Russell do it. I mean, until he either gets
Hmm.
injured or completely shits the bed after 3 or 4 weeks. You signed him, let him play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's his
Is
fourth? He's on his fourth team now.
Yeah.
He's on his
yeah,
way to being
yeah.
done. He's got to
I
be.
think after week three, I think we're gonna start talking about Jackson Dart being
Start.
named the starter. I don't
Hmm.
think Jameis touches this season at all.
Not unless you have two go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jameis is gonna be emergency. Russ, once he gets benched, he's done for
He's
the year.
done.
Tell him pack his bags, get him out of the locker room. Um, Jameis is just gonna be there for vibes, essentially. He might as well be in the booth for Fox during these games.
Boof.
Yeah,
Just eating crab in between plays.
yeah.
this was one of my squared off games, and it was the right side. The Commanders tried to let him cover this thing, and the Giants suck. Squared this one off. It should have been a winner. It's the way she goes. You get Cam Scatterbo the ball.
Oh, I heard that on the. I was like, what happened to Cam Scatterbo?
He didn't get many touches, but
He did not. I just looked at the
he's
box.
going to be good. It's going to be good.
Tracy barely got the ball too.
Tracy didn't either. Yeah.
I think there was a
It's
lot
it's
of
bad.
three and
It's
outs
bad when
on
Russell
the
Wilson had more rushing yards than Tracy. Let's just say
Yeah.
that.
lot of three and
Not
outs.
going to win any games doing that.
Yeah, lots of three and outs.
Lots of three and outs. Yeah. That's why Russell Wilson, as your starting quarterback, had 168 yards. That's
It
not,
was the right side.
it's not going to win you any games.
Right. All right, let's go ahead and move into this next game. We had the Jacksonville Jaguars beating the Carolina Panthers 26 to 10. Panthers did not show up like I thought they would. I thought that they were going to be a different team this year. Lo and behold, still the Carolina Panthers, still Bryce Young going back to bad habits. Um, they're not going to be good this year, I don't think. I think it's shot, even if Bryce Young does what he did at the end of last year and shows us a little something, I think it's too late, and I think Carolina is going to be moving off of them soon. It's just a matter of, what direction are they going to try to go in with the quarterback position. But on the Jacksonville side of things, I mean, I thought their offense looked a lot better than last year. I still didn't think Trevor Lawrence looked all that great. Um, Travis Hunter, I mean, he showed some flashes, nothing crazy. ETN though was the one that I
He
was
showed
really
up.
impressed with. Um, his involvement in the rushing game. This game was pretty huge, and was a big reason that Tank Bigsby ultimately got traded. So I think Travis Etienne stock is back up. So if you bought low, it's gonna be
You're
like
getting high
Bitcoin.
reward right
It's
now.
gonna be like
I
GameStop stock.
I had him sitting on my bench because I still wasn't sure. I didn't need him, but I was kicking myself. I was like, damn it, he just got 20 plus points. How?
Yeah. So if you want to build up the hype for Travis Etienne, I mean, buy it now because it's about to be too late here soon. I'm glad I have him on my bench and I picked him
Yep.
over Bigsby. Just had a gut feeling he was going to get some receiving work with Liam Cohen. I took the 50-50 coin flip because I figured it was either going to be him or Bigsby that Cohen was going to like, and the other one was out. Figured Trevor was going to lean towards his favorite college weapon, and I think it was safe to say that we were right on that. Ted McMillan also in this game looked great. I thought he looked
Yeah.
good. He showed some promise. I would like to have seen Bryce Young, play better and hopefully get the ball a lot more because I think he showed a lot of promise and I think he's gonna still ultimately have a great year even if Bryce is playing like this the entire season. Also, not a good sign for Bryce Young. He got caught on camera just staring at the jumbotron while they're down 20.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, you
Dummy.
can't be doing that. Like on the field too, not even on the sideline, on the field.
Was someone through a green dildo?
Yep,
That
at
was
the
at the Browns
Browns.
game.
That was the
Browns.
Browns game.
It was actually Dylan.
No. Go
Oh,
figure.
You know, it's funny. I was with some people and they had said we should have brought a green dildo. And then
ah.
we get home and I saw on Twitter that there was actually a green dildo on the field. Gotta love it.
The people are saying that Dylan threw it.
Yeah. DTF or bust.
A
They were
lot of
saying.
people.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
A lot of people. Oh.
A lot of people say that Dylan was too busy looking at his phone at the next game to be paying attention to the green
I
dildo.
wonder who that would be.
I don't know. Whatever team has the most ex-Browns on it, he's probably paying attention.
I think it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Atlanta.
Yeah, this next game, Buccaneers versus Falcons. Bucks win 23 to 20. I I don't know about you guys. I thought Michael Penix looked great in this game.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
without
showed
a
up.
doubt.
Yeah,
A lot of
and Kyle
people,
Pitts. We finally got our Kyle Pitts year.
a
Yes.
lot of people are saying he's the best extender of the ball of all time. He almost won that game on two extensions of the ball.
Yes.
Also, when he was at Indiana, remember he had that. It was probably he was probably down, but think it was the COVID year. He had that crazy extension to win that game.
Yeah, it was up
So
over
he's
the
done it
top.
3 year or 3 times. It's wild.
It was a
Wow.
good game. Buccaneers almost lost it.
Yep.
Youngway too couldn't see the field goal post. They lost it. Mika Egbuka,
Abuka, Abuka.
2 tutties for his rookie debut.
What was that, plus 3,000?
Unbelievable.
Fucking idiots.
Oh, I'm so happy. I
Holy
can't
shit.
believe that the NFL let him get.
I thought we were going PG this year, man. I haven't even been drinking yet.
Yeah,
I
I saw
can't.
the Gatorade. What's in that? Little vodka?
Water.
Water.
I can't believe the league let the Buccaneers steal Igbuka at 19. They have the next Mike Evans in line. Mike Evans passing the torch.
Yeah.
He said after the game he wishes that he was mic'd up because of Igbuka called game and said he wanted the post route. Called it game.
Ugh, just
Just and Baker threw a dot. It was beautiful. I mean, what a game winner.
that's a gamer right there. You want that guy on your team.
Yeah, that's the
I
type of
want
gamer
him.
you want. You don't want Kyler
Yeah,
Murray. You want a boom.
yeah. That's the other type of gamer.
Yeah. I
God,
was
all I want is the Rams versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game. And the Rams, I just put my entire every single dime I got on the Rams to cover the spread. It doesn't even matter what it is. That's
So,
all I want.
That's all you want?
Yeah, is that too much to ask for?
no,
Yeah.
no.
Baker played great, no interceptions, three
Baker.
tutties.
He
Very
looked rough
Baker.
to begin the game.
He
He
did,
started
but
off real rough.
but
First game.
old Baker would have thrown a pick,
Exactly.
and that he
He's
would have been more rattled. But
he's
Old
sucked.
Baker would have been playing Halo the whole night before.
yes, hmm but
He
that's old
sucked
He's
Baker.
against
going to
the
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory, taking a walk in the
he
alleyway.
sucked against the Falcons last year. So it's actually that's a big win for you there, buddy.
Did you see?
Congratulations.
Did you see afterwards? Kirk came up to him and was like, "Oh, you're a gamer. You're the best, man. Duh, 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 duh. I loved what you do for the Hurricane people." Duh, 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 duh. It's like, shut up, Kirk.
Da, 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 da.
Duh, 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 duh.
He said that to who, Baker?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins. I was like, holier than thou. He's like, I really like what you're doing, kid. And like, it's like, come on, like you're like 8 years older. Like, relax.
All right, let's go ahead and get into this next game. It was me versus Corgan, this one. We had the 49ers beating the Seattle Seahawks 17-13. Christian McCaffrey, we were all talking
Yeah.
about how he was having some more calf issues right before the game. My opinion, looked perfectly fine to me
Yep.
out there. Looked back to normal. However, the rest of the team, rest of the 49ers, already getting banged up. Juwan
Yep.
Jennings, uh, even though it said that uh, they didn't see anything bad in his X-rays, he's still getting an MRI and CAT scan on his shoulder. But most importantly, Greg Kittle is going to be, or George Kittle is going to be put on IR for his hamstring, and Brock Purdy has a hurt shoulder and toe injury. So good chance we'll be seeing Mac Jones in week 2 action here. Um, Seahawks, I mean, I didn't think they played terrible in this game. I don't think they played to their best abilities, but
Mm-mm.
I think they managed to stay in the ball game, and overall, JSN had a great game. But Sam Darnold is definitely not the Vikings Sam Darnold. He's looking like the last 3 weeks of the season Sam Darnold
Mm-hmm.
right now. So curious if we're gonna see a resurgence in Sam Darnold, or maybe it'll be Jalen Milroe at the end of the year. Who knows?
Hey, as long as someone's throwing the JSN, I don't care.
Wait, he's not next Brown.
Ha!
He's the next Googs Buckeye, though.
He's a Googs Bobke.
It's on the check the Excel.
Fair enough. I think this division's wide open for the Rams to just run away with it.
I mean they're up 1-0 right now. Me and Korg. Well, no, actually,
No,
no.
they're two. They're tied.
Hello.
Oh shit. No,
Cardinals,
I
Cardinals,
did.
Cardinals.
No, I just realized I'm the
But
only one at the
division
bottom on this
wins.
one.
Are we doing division wins or overall wins?
Overall, who
Oh,
who
Who's
okay.
wins the
overall?
division?
I don't know if the divisional 1-0 record. I bet you. I think the standing. Let's check here. Week 1. This is big. This is big,
Korg
man.
would be number
It's gonna be
one.
the 49ers because they beat Seattle.
Yeah.
Yep. 49ers, Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks. Man, what are we doing here, Rams? Gotta get your head out of your ass.
Rams, why didn't you play a divisional opponent week 1? You fucking idiots.
You know what it is?
What is it?
They don't want us to win. It's all the NFL's
Oh,
fault. It's all the
You know,
NFL's
people
fault.
people are saying that
people
the
are
most
saying it.
important games for the Rams are the end of the season because that's when
Yeah.
they stay 500 ball club the whole season and
Yep.
then they elevate to the next level and show up in the playoffs. That's when
Got
Puka
that
gets
right.
off the IR.
You
Do you
gotta
know
you
how long
gotta
they
just
said? Did they say how long Purdy's going to be out?
Until they're 500.
Fuck off.
you gotta
I was going to say they have the Saints next week,
So
so
he hasn't been rolled out for the next game yet, for sure.
I
It's
would sit
kind
him
of
against the
leaning down. It's
Saints.
sounding like Mac Jones is going to be playing
Yeah,
too, but
Kittle out for the 4 weeks at least, right?
people are just talking right now. They're just saying
yeah. But
stuff.
I'm just looking at their schedule coming up. They're at the Saints, then versus Cardinals versus Jaguars. Then they
If
face
there's a game you're gonna sit him, it's gonna be next week.
next
I
exactly.
mean,
Sit
you
them this
start off
week.
the season 1-0. You know, this division's gonna be a tight one. I mean,
Well, you're
they
going to be
lost.
if there's a week to do it, it's gonna be next week.
you played a division foe, then you're away at the Saints, then you host the Cardinals, then you host the Jags, then you're at LA. It's like you're going to be facing three division foes before week 6.
It's a lot of 500 ball clubs all in a
Yeah.
short
They
span of
lost
time.
a lot of key pieces on that defense, dude. I did not realize. Get out of the ballpark. Get out of the ballpark. Let's go, boys.
I
That's
think
what I'm
that's the
talking
title of
about.
our episode.
We just hit before this. We hit Jose Ramirez did a home run. We take little sprinklage. Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger parlayed. It already hit. It's the fourth fucking inning.
Oh wow.
So we're
Are
going to
you
Jeff
shitting
Ruby's
me?
tonight.
That's 3 in a row, boys. We are on a heater.
I thought maybe you were going to point out that the guards were up 2-0 in the bottom of the seventh.
I thought he was about to say the same thing, and Rocchio's up
Holy
in a
shit,
ground
boy.
rule double.
Incredible. Wow. All right. Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Hey, when you're winning a bet, you got to let the people know.
That was a second deck, no doubter. Holy shit.
Lad, what were you saying about the defense?
They lost a lot of key pieces on that defense. What they lose? Bosa. They lost Fred Warner, I think, too.
No, he's
Bosa's-
not. He's Fred Warner's there.
Yeah,
Not
Bosa's still here.
Which
How's
one's
Dylan go?
which one's on the Bills?
His
I think it's
brother.
the Chargers.
Yeah.
No, the
Jake,
one linebacker, the other
Jake,
linebacker.
or Joey and Nick.
Oh no
Yeah.
no no no. He's on the Broncos. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, they lost.
Guy that
Like
popped his Achilles in the Super Bowl.
that's a big piece of the defense.
Yeah, they're missing their safety too, Hafunga. He's on the Broncos as well.
Yeah,
I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. I know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah,
Linebacker.
yeah. It
Yeah,
was Doug.
Fucking what was his name?
that's good. That escapes me.
Hold on.
Wow.
We gotta go look at this. Well, fuck it. We're talking about the Broncos. Um, Next game up, we had the Broncos beating the Titans 20-12. I know Korg was probably holding on for dear life watching this Broncos
I
offense,
was.
with it being his survivor pick. Uh, Tennessee, I mean, I thought Cam Ward looked great personally. Just his receivers just suck ass.
Suck. Hmm.
Like I know I was just complaining about our receivers not being great, but goddamn, Calvin
Theirs
Ridley
are a
is
little worse.
not
Yeah.
good. Calvin Ridley does not have what it takes whatsoever anymore, and just that whole offense looks bad. But Cam Ward's passes were on the spot, and I'm not even a Cam Ward fan. I felt bad for him because you could tell how frustrated he was, and he was making some incredible throws in tight windows too. You can't fix stone hands though.
Yeah, you know when you have Tony Pollard leading receiving and rushing, you're not going to win the game.
Yeah, but
I had big hopes for Chig though.
yeah.
Chig Ronquel, yeah.
I still think that their coach is an airhead, though. I don't think he should be a head coach in the
Yeah.
NFL, and hopefully he won't be after this year,
Who?
depending on Titans head coach.
Yeah, he's the old Browns offensive line coach's son.
Bill Callahan's
Yeah,
son,
Yeah.
and Bill Callahan's his OC,
OC, OC or
maybe.
offensive line. Yeah. And Bill
Yeah,
Callahan's one of the best coaches I've ever had. A couple of buddies that played for Bill and speak nothing but high words. He's one of the best in the game. He knows offensive line, defensive line play like anybody, nobody else. So
yeah. And I'm not discrediting him.
no, no, it's just
X's and
it,
O's.
it's
It's who Brian
some
Callahan is it? Maybe.
Brian Callahan, but
Yeah.
you're right. Some people are not meant to be head coaches. They're great offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators. They're not head coaches.
Right,
That's
and
it.
that's how
Some of
I
them.
feel. That's personally how I feel about Mike McDaniel. I think he's an excellent offensive coordinator. He's not a leader whatsoever. Yeah,
Case in point,
yeah,
Freddie Kitchens. Where's he at
do
right
I respect the
now?
man ripping the vape on the sideline? Yeah,
Yeah,
I respect the hell out of that. Rip that fucking mango pod on the sideline at the 50-yard
mango
line, for
pod.
God's sakes. But
But yeah, that's like Freddie Kitchens. Obviously, North Carolina, not a great example, but he's a lot better of an offensive coordinator than he was a head coach.
the
Just
yeah, North Carolina, he's looking rough. Looking rough right.
yeah, that's the team that everyone's seeing as, oh, there's so much against them, and they don't have anybody. It
Well, it's
there's
not a football school. No one's
it's
gonna
not
give a
there's no
shit about them
playmakers on
other
that
than
school.
Bill Belichick.
When they said that they brought in 70 new people, do you know how hard that is to mesh 70 new fucking guys? That's unheard of. So your whole upper class are all transfers and NIL guys. They don't care. They're just there for the paycheck and the notoriety. Same with the
Yeah,
young guys. They don't care.
exactly.
Their defense sucked, by the way, but we talked about that last week.
Yeah. But anyways, back to this
Sorry.
Titans Broncos game. No, you're good. Broncos offense, their defense looked great. Offense looked atrocious.
Purchase.
I think I'm trying to remember the last time a team won with four turnovers.
It's been a
But they turned
long
the ball
time.
over four times with Bo Nix throwing two interceptions.
But you just gotta
Uh,
believe.
yeah, I really can't believe Dylan just left like that. But um, do we think Bo Nix is bound to have a sophomore slump?
Yeah, we got to get Dylan in this for us. He was the highest Broncos fan of all time, even though the rest of America is too. I think they're dead. A lot of people don't think it, but
I'm
that's
glad I used him on my Survivor pick for week one. That's all I'm saying. That was a good buy low and sell high type proposition.
Well,
Um,
I think they're going to be in a Pittsburgh Steelers situation where their
yep,
defense is going to keep them,
in the
alive
games.
for the hunt, and they're gonna be playing a little bit with the 500 ball clubs here.
I will say this, they controlled the ball pretty well, even though the score was low. They had the ball for almost 32 minutes. Their penalties and first downs were the real. Obviously, they had four turnovers, but they had 20 first downs compared to seven, and they only had six penalties for 45 yards compared to 13 for 131.
Right.
Even though they had the four turnovers, the incompetence of the Titans sealed that, you know. Oh, and for third downs, Tennessee was 2 for 14. Like, you can't drive the ball, a lot of three and outs. You're not going to win any games.
Right. All right. I say we go ahead and just move on to the next one.
Yep.
I have no clue what Dylan's doing, if he's watching The Bachelor, painting his
Of course.
nails, whatever he's doing. Uh, Green Bay Packers defeat the Detroit Lions 27-13. Lions looked like an absolute shell of themselves without Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn out there. It was more glaring on the offense than it was the defense, in my
Defense,
opinion.
correct. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, offense couldn't get anything going whatsoever. Jahmyr Gibbs, believe it or not, had 10 catches, only 30 yards with 10 catches, but uh, it's honestly shocking here. Uh, but I don't know about you guys, and this might be an overreaction. I actually think the Green Bay Packers are legit Super Bowl contenders this year.
I'd say NFC Championship, possibly, yeah. If all the injuries stay at bay and more cohesion from the offensive line and the tight ends. Um, yeah, I agree with that. I think they can get to the championship, if not the show.
I absolutely hate the Packers. Absolutely hate them. And it's pretty much for one reason. Did you see how many of those guys had COVID caps on? There was a
That is
lot of them.
that is true.
Like, I can't
Mm.
put my money on someone that has to wear a COVID cap.
I can't put my good hard-earned money on that.
No, no shot.
No shot.
They should have let people wear those in games, man. It's ridiculous. Like half their wide receivers wear them. Like how am
Yeah,
I
they,
supposed
they
to?
look they look pretty dumb.
Do they
I
think
will.
it's a fashion statement of some sort? Like
I
it's
just
not
don't get how they actually help you from getting concussion. I don't see it.
mitigating it? No, I think it's just I think it's a pad, but I think there's gel in it or something. That's supposed to
Concussions
absorb.
are fake as hell.
Literally looks like a hot air balloon just put on your
Yes.
fucking head. Looks dumb. But yeah, I don't think the Lions are bad though. I
No.
don't think they look like themselves and how we saw
I'm
them
just
last year, but
yep.
I don't think it's gonna be a cakewalk whatsoever for
No.
them this year. I think they're gonna, struggle to get their offense going and knowing our luck, they're gonna figure it out for the Cleveland week and that's when they'll start turning it up.
I do like that they faced each other week one, two NFC North teams. They were the dynasty back in the 80s and 90s. Now that kind of took a dive in the early 2000s with, the Bears being semi-decent and the Vikings
The
doing all
Vikings and
right.
Trubisky.
And then, yep, Packers kind of went up. Lions were down, down, down. Now it's more even keel, and if not, a little bit tilted, which is great to see because that division, you're like, oh, I have to watch these guys at 4:30 on Fox on Sunday. Fuck no, I want to do my homework when I was growing up. Or
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, I'll fucking take a nap. Like now it's actually like, oh, this is actually good football.
I just noticed something. This was a great slate here. There was 8 divisional games to kick off the season.
hmm
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if you bet on them, and even if you went 60%, what your take would have been. Not as a parlay, but
On what?
you took all the divisional games and you did, you know, favorites over underdogs or vice versa. Come on, Mr. Analytics. I see
Actually would have
I see
bet.
that mind moving.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what you're trying to bet here because the dog covered in the first two. The favorite covered in the Tampa Bay. Dog covered in Cleveland. So that's 4 covers for the dog.
That's what I mean. You're already 40 or 50%.
4-2. Um, Detroit, they were dogs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 5 and
Three.
2.
And then the last night was a pick 'em.
Green Bay
Yeah,
covered
it's
the
about
spread last
500.
time.
Yeah, that's money ball.
What's crazy is all things in the world always come back to 500. Why, whether it's $100 bill turns into $500, or if it's
Or it turns
swamps up,
into 50.
yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
called
that's true.
splitting your hand at the blackjack table. You split.
All right, let's go ahead and move into the lads game. We had the Los Angeles Rams defeating the Houston Texans 14-9. Texans offensive line looked dog shit. Running game, dog shit. Other than Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, I'll give a little bias. I mean, he looked better than I thought he would have played
Yeah,
based off
13
the
carries,
reports I
60
heard,
yards.
but still dog shit. Nico Collins couldn't get anything going whatsoever.
Couldn't pick him up out of the lineup. Dalton Schultz has
But
more
granted,
rushing.
when you only got 1 second to do anything with the ball,
Yeah,
you ain't gonna get nowhere.
I think you're discrediting this Rams defense big
I'm
time.
getting into it. That Rams defense was
Okay.
applying
oh,
hella pressure.
Yeah.
Hella pressure. They looked awesome.
That
Matt
defensive
Stafford
line.
got to 60,000 passing yards for his career. I think that put him what top 10, I think. I think
the
he was
Yeah,
only
top
winner in this Texans game was the kicker. He had 3 kicks, 2 over 50 yards, and a 45-yarder. Fairborn.
yeah.
Other than that, it was a defensive juggernaut. But yet, I think Stafford and the boys, Puka, I think he did
that dude's
amazing. He's a
tough
stud.
as nails.
Oh yeah, he's just a bulldozer.
He is tough as nails. There's a reason that Dana White's his uncle. Who's just tough as balls, doesn't give a fuck.
Dana?
Dana White is his uncle.
Huh. Didn't
Huh.
know that.
The
Mhm.
lad likes him a little bit more now. Now he just bet
Well,
on the UFC
not
fight.
like biological uncle, but he grew up knowing Dana White
Oh,
because
he just calls him
Dana
Unc.
White
Got it.
was his dad's best friend. So
Okay.
when his
Not
dad,
by
I guess
blood.
there was a whole backstory behind it. I guess he grew up at Dana White's house, which is fucking badass. But
The stories he has to tell. We need him on the pod.
Let
yeah,
me let me tell you something here. This is going to be an ongoing feud between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams, and I'm going to take it a personal mission that the Rams are going to be better than the Bucks. And I feel a hell of a lot more confident than ever just seeing that defense and seeing that Sean McVay offense just lean on that defense that they're going to be about 500. Week 8, they're going to start turning that thing on and probably win out and win the division.
They're going to do a slow burn and then their ascension. I
Yeah, you
see.
got Sean McVay has to figure his team out. That's all he has to do, and then he figures the team out, and
It's Dunzo. I was going to
yeah.
say, I'm looking at the schedule, lad. You're at the Titans. That's a win. So you're going to go 2-0. You're going to be at the Eagles the next week. That's a toss up. Versus the Colts, I think you take them. Okay, you go 3-1. 49ers are banged up. That'll be a pick 'em. At
So
Ravens.
let me
That'll
say
be
this: a little look ahead preview. What is that? Week 3 versus the Eagles.
yeah.
Last year, Sunday Night Football, uh, Saquon had like 250 yards that game rushing, and then in the playoff game, he went off for like 190. You bet Saquon Barkley 150 plus yards. It's
For
no
week
big deal
three.
though. You parlay that sucker with the Rams covering whatever it is. It's no big deal.
We'll be riding to the bank with a Brinks truck. I get it.
Yep.
The true test will be what is that week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Week 5 or wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Week 11, right before Thanksgiving, versus the Bucks
Oh,
for the Rams.
I'll put a
That's gonna
paycheck
be
on it.
that's gonna be a
Put a
show
paycheck
for the
on it. The Rams cover whatever it is.
yeah. Oh, that's a Sunday night game too, 8:20. Oh boy.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh, oh, that's gonna be magical. That's gonna be something. Because that is the third, that's the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Who's isn't there like a basketball player out there that gets like hurt in like every game? Because that's like Puka. Like every game, there's something wrong with him. Like, oh, he tore his ACL.
You
Put it
talking
back in
pro or
play.
college?
Uh, just basketball. I thought there was someone out there that like got hurt like every game, but he just kept like playing through it. I don't know, but that's Puka. Like the dude always every single game, they're like, yeah, he got his eyes jabbed out. It's no big deal. They threw him right back in the socket, and he's fine. He's right back out there.
And he just caught another 3 balls for another 67 yards.
Yep.
And tutty.
Like the other team was picking his nose, and it started to bleed so bad he needed gauze up in his nose, but no big deal.
No big deal.
no big deal. Put the helmet back on and gets back out there.
Yeah, you're fine, kid.
That was a good start to the season though for the Rams, man. They got covered that 3 points, man. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
They almost blew it at the end there. and then they got that was a great play. The guy punching that ball out, that was awesome.
Oh, that was awesome.
Because it was such bullshit. That would have been the worst backdoor cover of all time. They were going down to just run the clock out and
Yeah.
essentially kick a field goal and call it game. And then they fumbled and then they forced the fumble. It was awesome.
What'd you guys think about Fat Matt getting over 60,000 yards? I call Matt Stafford Fat Matt.
I honestly thought like they made it out to seem like it was a big deal, but he's been in the league 18 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what's his face? Those I feel like Drew Brees did it in less. Like he was leads the all time in passing, right? And he did it in less, I'm sure. I don't think he played for 18 years.
Yeah, it's like, what is
Yeah.
that math out to?
I mean, you got
Probably
to
like
think of with all the
3,200 yards
Lions teams and
a
everything.
year.
I mean, I think talent-wise, he's right up there.
That's
Uh,
3,300 yards a season average.
He
yeah.
also didn't play on the best team, so I mean,
No, he played on a going back, shitty Detroit team. Didn't know what they were doing
Yeah, for a long time.
for a long time.
For the
And he had
majority of his
Calvin
career,
Johnson. So he was just throwing it up to Calvin Johnson. And
essentially. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys think that he'll be a Hall of Famer one day?
yeah,
yeah,
Matt
100%.
Stafford? Okay. I agree. So I guess that's a big like debating point with a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are saying that he's not a Hall of Famer at all. I think once he won that Super Bowl, that was all
that
he
was it.
needed.
Once you win a Super Bowl, I think you're
'Cause
automatically
he
in
always,
now.
well, he had the stats and everything
Yes.
already. He just needed that Super Bowl and playoff success. And I mean, really, first opportunity he had at the playoffs, he won the Super Bowl. So I think that was all he needed, really.
And he's almost at 400 touchdowns.
Yeah. By the end of the year, they said that he should move up to number six
Six,
on the
yeah.
list. So,
Yeah,
uh,
that's doable. I'm looking at his average. Obviously, it was 3,300. Last two seasons prior, he was just shy of 4,023, and then last year was just shy of 3,800. So he's, and then seasons prior, his 21 year when they went to the Super Bowl, almost 5,000 yards.
Dylan, I was talking a lot of shit, and I just want to let you know I'm making a personal mission that the Los
Yeah.
Angeles Rams are going to be better than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we got Sunday night football. I think Korg said week 11,
The week
Rams
before,
versus Buccaneers.
the week of Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving.
So what are we doing for it?
Oh, we're doing something.
We're getting pissed, Grunt.
might have to might have to do a live stream.
You might have to go down and see the lad.
Yeah.
But bring it.
I'll be in a tank drinking out of a straw.
All right, let's go ahead and move into the Sunday night game. Dylan, I think, just came back just in time. I know he was getting caught up on The Bachelor, probably.
Yeah, who's making out with who and
Yeah.
whatever.
Graham needed help next door.
No way.
Yeah, she needed me to cut up her fence. I had to have a chainsaw come over real quick.
It's night out. There's no what are you doing
It's
by
only 8:30.
It's dark as fuck.
Yeah, it's dark as fuck. Look at Jeff Gordon in the freaking bat cave over here.
Here you go, Korg.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the Sunday night game. We had the Buffalo Bills defeating the Baltimore Ravens 41-40. And fun fact, this one was indeed a scoregami. Starting off week one with a scoregami, you got to be
Game of the
shitting
year.
me.
And
Game
the
of the year by
Way to start
far.
off the season. And this game, honestly, in my opinion, I personally think this might have been one of the best football games I ever watched in my life.
don't you wish this could have been the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Just
mean, it
throw
wouldn't have been
This
possible,
was
but
this
I
was right
mean,
up there with the Chiefs Bills that year that it came down to the 17 seconds,
hmm
but reversed. And I think this was even better than that game.
Yeah, if you
so
weren't
my
watching this
game that
game
I would
from
debate
start to
with this,
finish,
my game I would debate with this is and it's personally my favorite Super Bowl ever, is the Eagles Patriots.
mm,
I mean, I think that one, um, Seahawks Patriots I always liked too. I always thought that was a good one. But this game was just electric from start to finish. I mean, we started off with the Bills scoring a touchdown. Baltimore kicks a field goal. Then in comes Derrick Henry going just Derrick Henry. Back to back 40 plus runs.
Three-headed
Dude was just on
monster.
another level. Um, but you give Josh Allen time. You piss Josh Allen off, that fucking Wyoming boy. He
You lit the
he's the best
fuse.
quarterback in the NFL, and I don't even think it's remotely close.
Nope. I told you at the beginning of the preseason, boy, Joshua Patrick Allen. I think he's going to go back to back. So if you did not put your bet in for back to
Patrick
back
Allen,
MVP,
crazy.
crazy. Sean McVay wishes he had him. Don't lie.
Oh my God, it'd
You'd
be
be
over
creaming
with.
yourself over there in SoCal. You'd buy a surfboard and be out there right now, lad. Don't you lie. Mr. Wyoming on a surfboard with the lad, just betting penny slots and freaking tennis like a degenerate.
That and
I
Keon Coleman looked awesome in this game too. I mean,
Oh,
he had over
Coleman.
100 yards. This
He
was his
stepped
Yeah.
up.
breakout game.
Yeah, he stepped
Um,
up big
I
time.
know Mr. DTF over there was very sad. I was sad
Well,
my bets lost, but honestly, the way that game ended was just fucking
you had to have it go the
like
way it
I
goes.
loved
Yeah.
it. But what was cool about it was when Derrick Henry fumbled that ball.
He was fraud.
Well, before he fumbled that ball, I was losing in fantasy. He fumbled the ball and I ended up winning by point two.
Oh,
So
I
I
was
felt like a
losing
cheap
by
it felt like a cheap win and I lost my live bet, but I'll take a win in fantasy for that.
in my work fantasy league with Korg. I was losing by 60 points,
mm-hmm.
and Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers alone got me the
wow,
win.
Got you back. Yep.
you
I
probably
saw
end up winning by 40.
Well, no, I won by point 0.6.
point six. Finished
And
out.
then I had Hawkinson on Monday, but I beat because he was done Sunday, so I
Yes.
beat Bob. I beat Bob by point 0.6.
Point
And
six because all of his guys were done Sunday night. You had a long way to make up.
it was huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
I had on my ticket, and all day I thought I was betting Baltimore. Baltimore -1. Text y'all. I said, doing a little flip ski, boys.
I saw that.
Flipped her, and I was like, oh shit, this was not the right play. And then I had
And
a left
then
field that said, here you go, lad. You're not finishing under 500. You're finishing right at 500.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, I won't be surprised if this game finishes as game of the year and somehow if we get a game that finishes better than this one, I mean,
we'll be talking about it.
this
Yeah.
will be a hell of a season.
It'll be
Hell of a
hard to
season.
top.
We had a great week one slate. I'm really looking forward to week two. But let's go ahead and finish off. Was there anything else we want to talk about in this game before I move on?
I think I sent a text on maybe Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. I calculated it out, boys. I sat in my spot on my couch because I was in Vegas for week one of college football, so I wasn't like, getting after it until this week. I sat in my spot on my couch for at least 24 hours between the 2 days and just gambled on football. I told my buddy today, I said, I watched football from noon on Saturday till 2 in the morning on Sunday morning and had bets all day long, the whole entire time. Firing bets. Wake up, going to bed Saturday, a little bit buzzed up. I fired every single pick I came on here. It was awesome. So then I woke up Sunday and I did it all over again. All over again. Just fired bets to the point where you didn't even know what to pay attention to. There's that many bets. It was beautiful. It was awesome. I'll do it every single weekend. It's nothing beats it.
Live life like lad.
Yep.
Oh, it's the best.
The 4 L's.
The 4 L's, baby.
Wow.
I will say to wrap this game up, the production for Josh throwing the ball around, he got everybody involved, and that's going to be very dangerous because you think you're going to key on Coleman, or Shakir, boom, he's going to go to Kincaid or Dawson Knox. And the numbers speak for themselves. 8 receptions, 6 receptions, 5, 5, 4, 2, 4, 6, 1. He throws the ball to everybody. You can't defend against that.
Right.
I looked back. I looked at the notes. All three of you guys got the Bills to win the Super Bowl, and I'm on the other side, and I feel very great about my pick.
Who do you have again?
The Ravens.
Oh,
Feel great about it. Not an overreaction. Just feel great.
And that's fair. That's fair.
yeah. No, no, no. They're both great
I
picks.
mean, I mid-game said that the Ravens should be number one in the power rankings. I mean, before the game was over, of course. I thought that there was no way in hell that Ravens weren't going to be number one on power rankings this week, and
Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
two things. Lamar Jackson's going to either take it off on the Browns or this is Joe Flacco's revenge game.
at the end of the day, I guess the Ravens really need that three-score lead.
They do. Nothing is safe in the NFL
Need
until
two
it's proven
scores
to
on
be
there.
otherwise.
Oh shit, they might choke.
Yeah. Do that against my boy Joe Flacco next week and see what happens.
You choked against the Browns last year too, right?
He
Or was
Yeah.
did.
that the year
Yeah.
prior?
Jameis that was a Jameis dub.
All right, let's go ahead and finish it off with Monday Night Football. We had the Minnesota Vikings making the comeback to defeat the Chicago Bears 24 or 27-24. JJ McCarthy, we were all riled up in the group chat. Looked like dog shit the first half.
Still is dog
After he
shit.
threw that pick six in the second half, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it just pissed him off, got him going. He definitely looked a lot better. I still don't. I think they were kind of, sucking him off on TV today a little too much
Oh yeah.
and acting like he didn't play terrible at all. I mean, he looked great the last three, I would say three drives that they had.
Yeah, the fourth quarter
Um,
he looked fine, yeah.
Did anyone
no,
watch
no,
the
no.
moving cast?
At the end of the game, I thought he looked great. Um, I mean, he ended up with two touchdowns and a rushing touchdown as well. Meanwhile, Caleb, on the other hand, switch flop. I mean, first half, Caleb Williams, he looked solid. He had a couple of passes at the end of the first half where, not sure what he was doing. He was just trying to throw the ball as hard as he could in one spot and just hope DJ Moore was there. Um, Kind of got DJ Moore hurt doing that towards the end of the
Mm-hmm.
game. Um, but I think him and Ben Johnson are going to be button heads majority of this season. And we just after that first drive by the Bears looked great, and I really thought the Bears were gonna take this one away, but they went away from everything that they did in the first quarter and first drive, and just looked like a completely different team and looked like the classic old Bears.
Bears be the Bears.
Yep.
It's
Yeah, and,
very
I mean they started off the game also getting Swift involved, and I
Yeah.
know Swift was getting a ton of hate, but I mean, he started off the game, I thought, pretty damn good.
Pretty well,
And they
yeah.
just went away from it and just, didn't really get him involved. And when they did get him involved, it was when Caleb was already sucking ass.
Too little, too late. It
Yeah. I mean, that touchdown pass he had to Romo Dunze at the end of the game was
was
great. That
good,
that
but
whole drive was great.
they didn't use their tight ends. You got Loveland and Komet. Like, come on, use those fuckers. They're almost 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Either they should be blocking for you or catching go routes, slant routes, whatever in the middle. They're gonna catch the ball. Just throw it to them. Now we get to the JJ to JJ. Look at
I
those eyes just pop up like a fucking deer in headlights.
I mean, I agree with you. They were really giving JJ a proper jerk into this afternoon on
Proper.
TV. They were really getting after it. But there's one thing that you cannot deny about the guy. He's a winner, and that is always like NFL quarterback. If you're just a winner, like that's a great trait to have. I think you can probably compare it a little bit to Baker Mayfield. So, like, dude wins. But here's the thing, right? We got our guys. You got your guys. You got to keep riding with your guys. There is no doubt in my mind you're going to see this hold my bets
thing come up on Thursday afternoon, and boom, prop lad over Justin Jefferson yards. There's no doubt. You just got to learn how to throw it to 18. That's all. That's all he has to do.
That's what the
18
text said. Just learn how to throw to 18.
Yeah.
With that being
So
said, do we want to go over the results?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been waiting for this, Charvy Kelsey lover.
Yeah, that's where he was at for the last 18 minutes.
Yeah. He was sunken something on.
Hold my bets. Week 1. We have finished week 1 with 3 bottoms and 1 top.
What
Coming
an
in,
ugly looking top.
coming in tied at second. We've got Dale, BP, and Korg all at 1 and 2. And the top is lonely. Lonely at the top. We got DTF with 2 and 1, ending week 1. We go into week 2, and the lad already has his prop bet. I can't wait to see what the survivor pick is going to be for us 3 lads. Now that Brandon Park is officially eliminated and has lost $10 after his first week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, DTF, how nervous were you? You were going to be in the basement with all 3 of us.
I was never in the basement.
That last
Mika,
minute kick from fucking Boswell, 60-yarders? Never a doubt.
listen,
Oh, I think you're fooling us. I
Chris
think you were
Boswell,
a little nervy. A little nervy.
Chris Boswell and Amika were always, I could have went 3-0, but then, the Browns are just for the Browns.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not where you went the last 18 minutes to go check on your basement, make sure that, it's all clean down there for next week?
I don't even have
He was using the Swiffer sweeper.
All I know is I'm on top. Week 1. Let's go.
Hey, all you got to do is go 1 and 2, not go 0 and 3, fight
Yep.
back to 500. It's no
Yep.
big deal.
Yeah, you just gotta go 2-1 the next week. You're 500, just like the lad just said.
Yeah.
Can't go 3-0. Can't go 3-0. If you got 3-0,
No.
you're above 500. You're getting too
Let's
risky
do-
at the beginning of the
Yeah, I
season.
was gonna say.
Let's
You're
do
not
it too
catching
much.
fire at the right time.
Yeah.
You just got
You gotta
like
be
me last year. You got to find
playing
your guys.
baseball.
I'm just riding the same guys from this year
Shit.
or from last year. They're all on a short leash. I know what my backup is sitting at the prop. It's gonna be
Who's your backup? Who's your backup prop for JJ?
Cam Scatterbo.
Oh Jesus! That's gonna be your James Cook for me, man.
No, he's
You're
gonna
gonna ride
have
him into the ground.
He's gonna have a prop that's gonna be like 23 yards. He only needs 1 carry for that.
Got to break loose.
Alrighty, boys. That's gonna do it for this episode. Great job with week 1. We'll be back with a week 2 preview. I think we're gonna try doing the preview episodes a little shorter now. I think we were talking about that, so we'll see how that works out. But other than that, make sure you guys subscribe, like this video if you guys enjoy it for more content from us. But until next time, we'll see you guys later.